Andrew here to raise your awareness. Today I want to have an honest Andrew conversation about competition and how there is none. Don't believe me? If you're watching a football game and they beat the other team, they're not competing with the other team, they're becoming the best version of themselves. So there is no competition. Because I'm never going to be you and you're never going to be me. You will never be that other person. I want you to know this. I had a friend say, how can I compete with this? I wanna do kind of what you're doing, but I don't know, I can't do it better than you. You don't have to worry about doing it better than me because you'll never be like me. I'll never be like you. Right? So focus on the creative side of things. Once you move from the competition side to the creative side, you can take your time with everything you do because your time then moves with what you want to do. So think about a painting. Think about Michelangelo. How long did that take? He wasn't focused on the other person that made a Michelangelo. There was no other Michelangelo. So he didn't have to focus on competition. Sistine Chapel. These things took so much time because they were so involved with creation instead of competition. Right now is a crazy time on social media because people focus on competition. And when you focus on the other person, you completely forget about all the things that you have. Don't focus on other people. Focus on your creation. Stay in the creative mode. There's two types of imagination. It's the creative imagination and the synthetic imagination. And when you can move into the imagination, synthetic imagination is something that's already been done before. So you can take the synthetic imagination of someone else's creation and you can spin it to your own. It's not going to be theirs, but everything that you probably think of has most likely been done before. So you can take that and you can make it into your own. The creative imagination is the genius imagination. It's something that's never been done before. If you can move to that creative imagination, you should do that. But you should most likely start with synthetic imagination. Everything that I talk about on this channel, it's been written in books. So we use the teachings of Neville Goddard, Bob Proctor, Tony Robbins, these master thinkers, and I put it in a digestible form. So it's synthetic imagination mixed with a little bit of creative imagination from the comedy side of it. So if you haven't watched those videos, go ahead and watch a couple of those videos. You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. But there isn't any competition, especially today, because you can take your time with your things. If you watch elderly people, this is just my opinion, my example, but if you watch elderly people, they move on their own time. They're not focused on competition, right? They're taking it day by day because they're at the end in a morbid kind of way, but they're focused on only themselves and they're focused on the time that they have. I'm opening up a Patreon account right now. It's for creators. I love this concept for creators that want to get paid for their creations. And with this Patreon account, if you start to vibe with me, that's what I call it. There's different tiers in the Patreon account. My wife's a graphic designer, web designer, branding expert, and we put together this awesome branding package. So you'll start to see the thumbnails change and start to see everything change in the channel. So excited for this. So if you feel like it, if you feel obliged, if you've learned anything, if you've ever laughed with me on this channel, feel free to vibe with me. If not, we're just gonna keep putting out this amazingly funny, awesome content because it's you guys like it. So I've gotten some great feedback, so I'm not gonna stop. And if you wanna raise your awareness, go ahead and like and subscribe to this video, and I'll see you on the next one.